what happens today, we have a lot steeper pitches on our roofs, and that makes the pitch come down into the overhangs, come down and interfere with the windows. Well, with our raised heel trusses, we just run them straight out so they don't interfere with the windows. The house actually ends up looking a foot taller than it actually is.
Another benefit.
And the longer overhangs help protect the sidewalls, your siding and windows.
Neil, how do you address the concerns that a lot of people have that building an energy-efficient home is cost prohibitive, that it's a lot of cost up front, that it takes a long time to recoup those benefits? How do you address those, what could be misconceptions?
It really doesn't cost as much more as people think. This house, we spent an extra $15,000, but a lot of that went into the geothermal system, which is a very expensive system. Some of the other houses we're doing without the geothermal system, we're only spending about $6,000 extra. But you get $2,000 cash back, right at the start with a tax credit. In the geothermal system, 30% of it is paid for with a tax credit. So in this house, they'll save about $1,200 to $1,300 a year in energy costs. So that difference is paid back pretty fast.
There's also a unique hot water system in this house. Expand a little bit on that. What's involved there?
Well, one thing we're starting to do to our houses is we put a hot water circulation line in the house so that every faucet gets hot water in 5 seconds or less. So, you can literally step inside the shower and turn the water on yourself, and you get a little bit of a shock, and then boom, it's hot.
So none of that wait time. We're used to turning on the shower
Right.
and letting it heat up. That doesn't exist yet.
Right. People have used those systems before. It's nothing new. But what's new is the way we do it. We insulate the line completely, so it's very, very efficient, which is required by code. And then we use a new pump that pumps the hot water, and it's a brand new pump that's only been out for just a short time. And it actually runs off of only 23 watts of energy, and it has a thermostat in it, so most of the time it isn't running at all.
The Armstrong's home is actually ahead of its time. We referred to codes. Many aspects of this home are ahead of its time in terms of code requirements, right?
Right. That hot water recirculating line will be code in 2012. But why wait? It's a good idea.
There you go. Now, we've talked a lot about the practicality of some of these systems and the dollars and cents benefits, but the benefits go beyond that to very quality of life issues like health and comfort.
Right. We like to say that the energy efficient features, which are substantial, really go to pay for the comfort and convenience of the house. This house is super comfortable. It's very, very healthy. It's safer from a fire point of view. It's a win-win all the way around.
Neil, do you have to build new? We know the Armstrongs built from ground up. Do you have to build new to recognize a lot of these benefits that you're discussing?
It's certainly a lot easier, but
spoken like a true builder.
yeah. But yeah, some of these things could be put into play in existing homes.
What are some of the most common, cost-effective things that existing homeowners can do to reap some of the benefits we're talking about today?
Well, one of the fallacies that you hear a lot is, if you took a poll of people on the street, I think most of them would say that you add more insulation to your attic, and typically that's probably about the worst thing you can do. If we took a typical home and doubled the insulation in the attic, it would probably only improve their energy bills maybe 1%. Really, a lot of the houses that are built 10 years ago, none of them have insulation on the foundation walls. If you just insulate the foundation walls, that can improve your energy efficiency by 20%. And then, energy efficient lighting is also huge. It's very inexpensive to do. It's going to be law here before long, and that's a great way to improve the energy efficiency of an existing home.
I've heard a lot about VOC paints, but VOC carpeting and padding is also available